Thank you all and happy First Friday. It's been a very long time since we had an artist speak on opening night, so this is a really big deal. Just don't tell Katherine. Katherine Burling is a Charlottesville artist. She's inspired by feelings of loss and chaos, often personal, as well as social, ecological, and political. She's incorporated material culture and old world nostalgia in her imagery, and she holds an MFA from James Madison University. Join me in welcoming Katherine Burling. I just want to thank everyone for coming tonight. It really means a lot. And I also really want to thank all the Riverview staff, including Stephen and Megan, for helping me pull the exhibition together. It's so great to see everyone here. I just want to say a few words about the work, just food for thought as you move throughout the exhibition. Souvenirs from the Anthropocene are, as I imagine them, objects that have lived on and have been found after humankind passes on. The Anthropocene refers to the current geological age that we're in, which is defined by the period during which human activity is making up a dominant influence on the climate and the environment. Resurrecting and uncovering objects is always something that's fascinated me. I'm an avid collector of antiques and curiosities. And this is really what souvenirs are made for. They're all about carrying memory across time and space. The survival of these objects elicits so many questions for those who are curious enough to inquire. I imagine these objects being found thousands of years from now, and I wonder what they say about the people who created them, and what inherent contradictions they hold. The imagery in my work is based on actual objects that I found throughout my travels and research. Throughout the exhibition, you'll see that Victorian taxidermied furniture, handmade pillowcases, artificial grottoes, and old valentines. They all belong to the material culture of sentiment, which as an artist is something that I reclaim to narrate my sorrow and anxiety about catastrophic environmental degradation. I use the language of kitsch, which is to say the feminized language of sentiment and nostalgia, to highlight the disconnect in the way that we relate to and interact with the natural world. Kitsch as a language is inherently melodramatic and has been a part of our material culture for hundreds of years. It is often dismissed by art historians and intellectuals as vapid and lacking in substance. But no doubt this dismissal is in part due to the fact that kitsch expression is often the domain of women, whose collection of kitschy adornments occupy many homes and altars and on mantles. But to dismiss kitsch entirely is to disregard its function as it relates to memory, to meaning-making, and to culture itself. As a personal form of expression, I find in kitsch the ability to wax poetic about that which I find words cannot fully express alone. Kitsch is a form of remembrance, a spiritual practice that is historically embedded in the Industrial Revolution, capitalism, and our removal from nature itself. Just reading the news this past week, specifically the fallout after Hurricane Ida in New Orleans, I'm struck by the hubris of humankind. Much of the conversation about New Orleans relates to Katrina and the multi-million-dollar infrastructure plan, the levees that were rebuilt in her wake. Everyone's asking, were they strong enough to protect the city of New Orleans, its people, and its culture? I'm struck by both the human ingenuity, the sheer brilliance, the spectacular problem-solving of designing such a system, but also the futility of trying to engineer our way out of the impending climate crisis at the 11th hour. My work starts at the intersection of sentiment and futility in the face of such ecological deforestation. I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody